Now, Elon itself is doing like fantastically well now. Do you remember the first outfit you designed?
Well, it would have been very, very long ago. I mean, there must have been I'm sure I did a collection, and that would have been back in around, I think, 2005, 2004.
Okay.
No, I think it must have been it probably was a sort of a wedding wear collection. I didn't start with Pret. I started doing couture. And that's because I used to have these, my mother used to have a workshop and she had these fantastic addawalas. Yeah. And I started experimenting with techniques and, you know, making surfaces with them. So yeah, it was definitely a wedding wear collection. And it was, I still remember I started working on net. And do you know what, Momina? Now, I mean, everybody thinks net is so common and everybody uses it. Back then, nobody ever used net as a base, at least in Lahore. I don't know about Karachi. There was no net. Everyone used to work with jamawar.
Yeah, and silk and raw silk.
And raw silk, and that's what the base used to be for all these bridal collections. And I wanted to have that kind of like, I had this very sort of, I'd just come back from college. I used to travel a lot. So I always had a little bit of a Western, you know, bent to my aesthetic and sensibility. So I wanted to do something more, you know, something more ethereal, something more see-through, something which had visibility. Yeah. So I started working with net, and that, by the way, struck a chord with people.
Yeah.
And they just loved it.
It like now I think it's just net.
Yeah. Net.
Everyone now wants to do net and organza.
Everyone is just doing that net, and at that point again, people were using very deep and dark, and they had lots of colors. It was very colorful. Wedding wear, Pakistani wedding wear was very colorful, and I started doing the pastel color palette.